it has been a proper, long, hard day. And so I am home and I'm making myself a very nice little snack. A grilled cheese and bacon sandwich. Can you smell the bacon? Can you? 'Cause it smells great. Taz thinks so. Well, we've just had a dinner experience at the Cleopatra restaurant, which I'll tell you about later. But it's Friday night, and we're in the busiest, most dense restaurant populated area in Phoenix. Every restaurant is packed, except for this one, which is in a terrible location. And I will tell you about it later when it's time for the story. So now we're in a U-Swirl, in a noisy yogurt place. A yogurt dive, I guess you'd call it. Ben and Chuan are looking at pictures of men on his phone, while Keith is annoying and irritating everyone with a sound sampling app that he has on his phone. It is absolutely, positively the most annoying thing imaginable. I quite liked sitting out here last night and doing my daily recap. Although it was clear and sunny most of the day today, although there have been little flashes of lightning off in the distance, which is very surprising because it's just patchy. Anyway, it's 22.6 out this evening, and it's time for my restaurant story. So earlier today you saw that I had a grilled cheese with bacon sandwich, which was very good, but it was my snack. I was fully expecting to take the kids out to eat dinner. And the reason I was expecting to do that was because the Chuan had gone to an after-school Friday pre-spring break gathering of teachers from her school. And I don't know where I got the impression that she was out for dinner and who knows how long for them doing whatever teacher things they do. And so, they were going to do this. And I was supposed to go to Costco and pick up a computer, and then we're going to have some dinner. And then we got a text message from our friends Ben and Keith, who wanted to see if we wanted to do fish and chips. And Chuan responded, "Oh, I'll be home in 30 minutes. I thought, oh, okay, I didn't realize that. So my evening changed radically. Not that I had any particular plans one way or the other, it's just wasn't expecting it. Anyway, Friday night, 6:30ish, we head out across town to Oscar's Pier 83 Fish and Chips, which I can't say it's exactly my favorite fish and chips, but it's consistently pretty good. And so Ben and Keith and Chuan and James really like it. And so it's fine with me. I'm not sure what is my favorite fish and chips, but it's just, it might be Long John Silver's on a good day. Only on a good day. Anyway, long story short is, it's Friday night, Oscar's Pier 83, the line was out the door. Now, and no seating, no chance we were going to get in. So we weren't far from 59th Avenue and Bell, which 59th to 83rd Bell Road is the highest density of restaurants in Arizona. I mean, it is jam-packed with everything. And on Friday night, it was jam-packed everywhere. Every place we tried to go to was either packed or in one case, completely out of business. So we pulled into a parking lot that had a number of restaurants that we were hoping we could try to get in, and I noticed one called Cleopatra, and it's in an absolutely appallingly bad position. If you can imagine this shopping center along two major streets at an intersection, and all the restaurants are positioned out along the outer L shape, bending around the corner of the two streets. And this Cleopatra's in the back of a parking lot, out of sight of the street, out of sight of everything else, and next to a paint store. And I looked it up on Yelp, and how do you trust the reviews on Yelp? It's not just that maybe there's people doing paid reviews, but frankly, there are just a lot of people in this world who have absolute crap taste. They couldn't tell if somebody shoved crap down their mouth. And so you can look at the best restaurant in the world, and you'll see 57 good reviews and 10, this is the worst food on the planet. How do you arrive at a consensus? There isn't. Anyway, this restaurant was ranking in about 3.5, 4 rating, and for every 6 5-star ratings, there'd be a 1. And the 1 stars did tend to say, well, the service was absolutely terrible. Which I don't care. I mean, obviously I'd like to get my food and everything, but, I'd rather have the food. There was only one where I think somebody said the food was, like, rancid or something, but in most cases, everyone was like, oh, I really like this restaurant. But it's just in such a terrible location. So we decided that was our only hope. So we went to that restaurant, and it's a big restaurant, and there were a few cars that parked. No one at all inside the restaurant. And considering people were probably having 2-hour waits to get into restaurants less than a block away, we were beginning to get worried. I would have at least expected some people in there. Nothing. So then here's the next thing that was weird. Looks like a restaurant. Smells like a restaurant. Yelp says it's a restaurant. You walk in and 3 men, a woman, and 2 children. And you walk in and they say, how many are here for? And you go, 6. And the first question is not, are you here to dine? The first question is, are you here for a hookah tonight? And here's another hipster ass wipe trend I've seen that's taken over this world that would be better without. But isn't that against smoking ordinances? Is it not banned? Am I not free to walk into a restaurant without having to put up with noxious fumes? And did we really look like a hookah party with 2 kids plowing along? I don't know. That worried me, but I know Ben and Keith were starving, and I was a bit reasonably hungry, and the kids were hungry, and we didn't have any other prospects, so we decided to go ahead with it. And they put us at a table, because we had the pick of the place, because there was absolutely nothing, no one else there. Now, as the evening wore on, people came in. And most tellingly, several people of obviously Mediterranean descent came in and picked up food and took it home. So, slight hopes. But Keith wanted to know more, because I guess they'd not had Schwarma. And they wanted to know what Schwarma spices were. So the waitress, who did not look Mediterranean at all, they asked him what the Schwarma spices were. And she did manage to catch herself before she finished saying, I don't know, it comes in a box called Schwarma. But she did say it was, just listed as Schwarma spice. And so Keith asked her to go check, and she went back to check the cook, and after a while came back and said, well, we get it that way. It's like salt, pepper, shawarma spices. We don't know what's in it, which was not the answer Keith wanted to hear. It was terribly hot in there, too. They didn't have the air conditioning on. The prices were pretty high. They dropped the decimal point off the end of the month, the prices, so it's already starting to get expensive. And after much hemming and hawing, we had a variety of a Mediterranean burger, which is really sort of a kofta kebab made into a burger, some shawarma, some kofta kebabs, Greek salad, and unimpressed with the service, unimpressed with the ambiance, unimpressed with the hookah bar, unimpressed with the temperature of the restaurant, the awkward feeling when you're the only people in a restaurant. Really set ourselves up for a bad experience. But the food was good. The food was good. The guys liked the hummus, yuck, but they liked it. They said it was really good hummus. Ben raved about the Mediterranean burger. I had the kofta kebabs. They were good. The only complaint anybody had was that the shawarma was really good, but a little gristly. So really a surprise. Really a surprise. It was good. It was good. It was just a weird dining experience. Anyway, that's it for tonight. So try to remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll talk to you next time.